My girlfriend texted the day before our beach trip. I don't want to go together. Give me space. I responded, you got it. Then I called my ex and gave her the second room key and rental car. When she drove up 3 hours later saying she made a mistake, she saw me and my ex unloading bags from the car she was supposed to be driving. Original post. I, 29 male, had been with Brittany, 27, for almost 2 years. We met at a friend's wedding in Charleston where we were both in the wedding party. I'm a financial analyst for an investment firm, and she worked as a graphic designer for a marketing agency. Our relationship started great. Lots of chemistry, shared interests, similar life goals. At least, that's what I thought. About 6 months into dating, Brittany started getting really close with her coworker Tyler. At first, it was innocent. Tyler and I are working on this huge campaign together, she'd say. Tyler's teaching me some new design software. Tyler thinks I should apply for the senior designer position. I didn't think much of it initially. Coworkers spend a lot of time together. It's normal to form friendships. But then the mentions became constant, and the boundaries started blurring. They'd go to lunch together every day. They'd text after work hours about project ideas. She'd mention inside jokes I wasn't part of. When I'd suggest we do something on the weekend, she'd sometimes say, oh, Tyler and some people from work are going to that new brewery. Want to come? I started feeling like the third wheel in my own relationship. In early June, I decided to do something special for us. I booked a long weekend trip to Hilton Head Island, a beautiful beachfront resort, ocean view suite, the works. I'd been saving up for it, and I thought it would be a chance for us to reconnect away from work stress and her constant Tyler updates. I surprised her with the reservation details over dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. Babe, I booked us a trip, I said, sliding the printed confirmation across the table. 4 days in Hilton Head. Private beach access, spa, amazing restaurants. I know you've been stressed with work, so I thought we could use some time away. Her reaction wasn't what I expected. Instead of excitement, she looked almost uncomfortable. Oh, wow. When is it? July 15th through 18th. I checked your work calendar online, and you didn't have anything major scheduled, right? Yeah. Thank you. That's really sweet. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. Over the next few weeks, she barely mentioned the trip. When I'd bring it up, talking about restaurants we should try or activities we could do, she'd give short responses and change the subject. I started getting a bad feeling, but I pushed it down. Maybe she was just busy with work. The week before the trip, things got weird. Brittany became distant. She'd come home late from work, saying Tyler needed help finishing up projects. She'd be on her phone constantly, smiling at texts, and then quickly locking the screen when I walked by. On Tuesday, 3 days before we were supposed to leave, I came home early from work and found her on the phone in our bedroom. The door was cracked, and I heard her say, I know. I just need to figure out how to handle this weekend. I wish I could just cancel the whole thing. My stomach dropped. I quietly backed away and didn't mention I'd heard anything. The next day, Wednesday, I was at work when I got a text from Brittany around 2 p.m. Hey, can we talk tonight? It's important. Sure, I replied. Everything okay? We'll talk later. I spent the rest of the workday anxious. When I got home, Brittany was already there, sitting on the couch with a glass of wine. So what's up? I asked, setting my bag down. She took a deep breath. I've been thinking about the beach trip. Okay, I don't think I should go. I sat down slowly. What do you mean you don't think you should go? We leave in 2 days. I know, and I'm sorry, but I've just been feeling really overwhelmed lately. Work is crazy, I'm exhausted, and honestly, I think I need some space. From us. Just to clear my head. Space? Brittany, we're going on vacation. That's literally time to relax and be away from work. I know, but I think I need to be alone. I need time to think about what I want. What you want? What does that mean? It means I'm not sure about us right now. I need time to figure out my feelings. I felt like I'd been slapped. Your feelings? We've been together almost 2 years. We live together. And you're telling me this 2 days before a trip I've been planning for weeks. I'm sorry. I know the timing is bad. The timing is bad? Brittany, I've paid for everything. The resort, the rental car, the restaurant reservations. It's all non-refundable. I'll pay you back for my half. This isn't about money. This is about you suddenly needing space, right? When we're supposed to spend quality time together. She stood up. See, this is exactly why I need space. You're being controlling. I'm being controlling? I'm trying to understand why my girlfriend is bailing on our vacation at the last second. I just told you. I need time to think. And honestly, if you can't respect that, then maybe that tells me everything I need to know about this relationship. I stared at her. Is this about Tyler? Her face went red. What? No. Why would you? Because you've been obsessed with him for months. Because you spend more time with him than me. Because you're on your phone constantly with someone, and I'm guessing it's him. You're being paranoid. Am I? Then show me your phone right now. No. That's an invasion of privacy. Brittany, I'm not doing this, Chris. I'm not going on the trip. I need space. If you can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you. She grabbed her purse and keys. I'm staying at Jenna's tonight. We can talk when I'm ready. She walked out. I sat there in our living room, completely stunned. That night, I barely slept. My mind was racing. Part of me wanted to cancel the whole trip, but another part of me was angry. I'd spent over $2,000 on this vacation. I'd been planning it for weeks, and she just decided, 2 days before, that she needed space. The next morning, Thursday, I texted her. So just to be clear, you're not coming on the trip? She replied an hour later. I don't want to go together. Give me space. I stared at that text for a long time. Then I typed, you got it. I sat there thinking about what to do. I could go alone, which seemed depressing. I could try to cancel everything, but I'd already confirmed that most of it was non-refundable. Or, I scrolled through my phone contacts and stopped on a name I hadn't called in over a year, Sarah. Sarah was my ex-girlfriend. We'd dated for about a year and a half, broken up amicably because she'd gotten a job opportunity in Atlanta and we'd tried long distance, but it didn't work out. We'd stayed on good terms though, occasional texts on birthdays, friendly social media interactions. She'd actually moved back to Charleston a few months ago, and we'd grabbed coffee once to catch up. I pulled up our text thread and typed, hey, random question. Are you free this weekend? She replied within minutes. Yeah, why? What's up? Long story, but I have a beach trip planned to Hilton Head and my girlfriend just bailed. Resort room, rental car, whole thing is paid for. Wanna come? Separate beds, obviously. Just didn't want it to go to waste. There was a pause. Then, are you serious? Completely. No strings attached. Just thought it might be fun to catch up and you'd get a free beach vacation out of it. What happened with your girlfriend? I'll explain in person. So interested. Another pause. You know what? Yeah, I could use a beach day. When do we leave? Tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm in. I made the call to the resort and added Sarah's name to the reservation. The car rental company let me add her as a second driver. Everything was set. I texted Brittany. Hope you enjoy your space. I'm still going on the trip. She replied, alone? I didn't respond. Friday morning, I picked up Sarah at her apartment. She looked great. Tan, relaxed, wearing sunglasses and a sundress. She threw her bag in the trunk and hopped in the passenger seat. I still can't believe you invited your ex-girlfriend on your couple's vacation, she said, laughing. Well, my girlfriend didn't want to be a couple this weekend, so here we are. Her loss. I'm ready for some beach time. The drive to Hilton Head was about 2 hours, and we caught up the whole way. She told me about her new job, her apartment, her life back in Charleston. I told her about work, about Brittany, about how the relationship had been deteriorating. Sounds like she's already checked out, Sarah said. The space thing is usually code for, I want to see if there's something better out there, but keep you as a backup. That's what I'm afraid of. Well, forget about her this weekend. Let's just have fun. We got to the resort around noon, checked in, and headed up to our ocean view suite. It was beautiful, huge king bed, which Sarah offered to take the couch, but I insisted we'd figure it out. Balcony overlooking the beach, full kitchen, marble bathroom. Okay, this is amazing, Sarah said, walking onto the balcony. Your girlfriend is an idiot. We changed into beach clothes and headed down to the water. The weather was perfect, sunny, 85 degrees, light breeze. We got drinks from the beach bar, rented chairs, and spent the afternoon talking and swimming. I didn't think about Brittany once. Until about 3 p.m. when my phone started ringing. It was her. I declined the call. She called again. Declined. Then a text. Chris, where are you? I ignored it. Another text. Are you seriously at the beach right now? Then another. We need to talk. I'm coming there. I showed Sarah the texts. Oh shit, she said. She's coming here? Apparently. What are you going to do? Nothing. She wanted space. She's got it. Around 5:30 p.m., Sarah and I were walking back from the beach to our room to shower and change for dinner. We were laughing about something, and I had our room key in one hand and my beach bag in the other. That's when I saw her. Brittany's car pulled into the resort parking lot. I watched as she parked, got out, and started walking toward the main entrance. She was wearing the dress she'd bought specifically for this trip, the one she'd shown me weeks ago, saying how excited she was to wear it. Sarah saw her too. Is that her? Yep. What do you want to do? Keep walking. We headed toward the parking lot where our rental car was parked. Brittany spotted us immediately. Her face went through about 5 different emotions: confusion, shock, anger, hurt. She walked straight up to us. Chris, what the hell is going on? Hey, Brittany, what are you doing here? What am I? Are you kidding me right now? You brought someone else on our trip. You said you didn't want to go together. You said you needed space. So I gave you space. She looked at Sarah, then back at me. Who is this? I'm Sarah, Sarah said calmly. Nice to meet you. You brought your ex-girlfriend? Are you serious? You didn't want to come. The trip was paid for. Sarah was free. Seemed like a waste not to use it. This is insane. I told you I needed time to think, and you immediately called your ex? You told me you needed space the day before our vacation, after months of being distant and spending all your time with Tyler. What exactly did you expect me to do? Sit at home, waiting for you to decide if you still wanted to be with me? People were starting to stare. Brittany lowered her voice. I made a mistake, okay? I panicked. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be with you. I drove 3 hours to tell you that. And I'm supposed to just what? Send Sarah home? Pretend like you didn't bail on me yesterday. Yes, this is our trip, our relationship. Sarah spoke up. Look, I don't want to be in the middle of this. Chris, if you want me to leave. No, I said firmly. You're not leaving. You're here because Brittany decided she didn't want to be. That's on her, not you. Brittany's eyes filled with tears. So that's it. You're choosing her. I'm not choosing anyone. I'm going on the vacation I planned and paid for. You made your choice yesterday. These are the consequences. Chris, please. I love you. I'm sorry. I just got scared and called Tyler? Because I'm guessing that's who you were planning to spend the weekend with. She went quiet. That's what I thought, I said. Look, Brittany, I'm not doing this here. You wanted space. You got it. Enjoy your drive back to Charleston. I took Sarah's hand and walked toward our room. Brittany called after me, but I didn't turn around. Once we were inside, Sarah let out a long breath. Holy shit. That was intense. I'm sorry you had to be part of that. Are you kidding? That was the most dramatic thing I've ever experienced. Also, you held my hand. That was a nice touch. I laughed despite everything. Seemed appropriate. My phone started blowing up. Text from Brittany. A call from her friend Jenna. A text from a number I didn't recognize, probably Tyler. I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb. So, Sarah said, are we still getting dinner? Absolutely. We went to an amazing seafood restaurant overlooking the water. We ordered wine, appetizers, fresh catch of the day. We talked about everything except Brittany. It felt natural, easy, like no time had passed since we'd been together. Can I say something? Sarah asked over dessert. Sure. I know this whole situation is weird, but I'm really glad you called me. I've missed hanging out with you. I've missed you too, I admitted. Breaking up was the right choice at the time, but I always wondered what if. Me too. We looked at each other for a long moment. Then she smiled. Let's just enjoy the weekend and see what happens. The rest of the trip was perfect. We spent Saturday on the beach, went kayaking, had a couple's massage at the spa, which we both agreed was hilariously ironic. Saturday night, we went to a fancy steakhouse and then walked along the beach under the stars. Sunday morning, our last day, we slept in late and had breakfast on the balcony. My phone had 47 unread texts from Brittany, ranging from apologetic to angry to pleading. I didn't read most of them. Are you going to respond to her? Sarah asked. Eventually. But not now. Right now. I'm here with you. And this is exactly where I want to be. We checked out Sunday afternoon and drove back to Charleston. When I dropped Sarah off at her apartment, she kissed me on the cheek. Thank you for inviting me. This was the best spontaneous trip I've ever been on. Thank you for coming. And for being cool about the whole ex-girlfriend crashing the vacation drama. Anytime. She paused before getting out. So what happens now? Honestly, I don't know, but I'd like to find out. Me too. I went back to my apartment that evening. Brittany had cleared out her stuff while I was gone. There was a note on the kitchen counter. I'm sorry. I know I messed up. If you ever want to talk, I'm here. B. I threw the note away. 2 weeks later, I officially broke up with Brittany over the phone. She cried, said she'd made the biggest mistake of her life, that she'd ended things with Tyler, that she wanted another chance. I told her no. Some things you can't come back from. Sarah and I started dating again officially about a month after the beach trip. Turns out, the timing that hadn't worked years ago was perfect now. We took things slow, but it felt right in a way it never had with Brittany. 6 months later, Sarah moved into my apartment. A year after that, I proposed to her on a beach in Hilton Head, the same beach where Brittany had shown up and watched me choose someone who actually wanted to be there. Sometimes people ask me if I feel bad about how it all went down, if I should have handled things differently with Brittany. But here's the thing, she made her choice. She told me she didn't want to go on our trip, that she needed space, that she needed to figure out her feelings. I just gave her exactly what she asked for. And I took someone who actually appreciated the gesture.